national level, for example, countries like Ireland and the UK, countries like Australia, they've gone on the basis of voluntary targets, where organizations have stepped up themselves and said, this is what we're going to do. If you look at countries like Norway, like France, they've applied quotas at a national level, where there are significant consequences for failure. They've met the quota, but they've never pushed beyond it. And we haven't seen the progress on quotas extending into other areas. So in Norway, for example, one of the first European countries to set a quota for board level, and you had to meet that quota or delist. A number of Norwegian companies delisted rather than try to meet the quota. In fact, the number of listed companies dropped by almost 40%. And while Norway has met its quota for boards, it hasn't made any progress in terms of C-suite and in terms of female CEOs. Whereas we would be more on the basis that when organizations set it themselves, a target becomes a starting point rather than a ceiling, whereas a quota can become a ceiling that doesn't drive progress that's more sustainable in the long run. So that's how we tend to describe the difference. For me, I suppose the advantage is whether it's a target or a quota, they are still focused on progress.